Bicycling has skyrocketed in popularity, but it's a trend that's also leading to more accidents. Medical costs from cycling crashes are soaring. Susie Steimle tells us that San Francisco is at the epicenter of this trend. Susie?
Well, Veronica, UCSF just released a study, and it shows us a couple of things. First, that a lot more people are cycling, that people are cycling at a lot older than they used to, and both of those things are leading to more injuries, and it's expensive for all of us. If you're out on the road in the Bay Area, you've likely noticed an increased number of commuters lately, not just on four wheels, but two.
Some people have called it the Lance Armstrong effect.
Dr. Benjamin Breyer and a team of researchers at UCSF just released a national study that shows more people than ever are cycling, which means injuries and medical costs are skyrocketing. Dr. Breyer's study found over a 17-year period, hospital admissions due to bike crashes increased 120%. During those 17 years, there were 3.8 million non-fatal injuries and 9,839 deaths. Men consistently make up for 75% of those injuries, and medical costs due to these injuries increase $789 million each year.
We do think that the findings illustrate that there's work to be done in terms of infrastructure, in terms of safety.
We know where there's more work to do, and we know what kind of work there is to do.
Chris Cassidy is with the San Francisco Bicycle Coalition, which has been fighting for changes to San Francisco's bike lane infrastructure for decades. Mayor Ed Lee said this morning city streets have to come first and that paving will help improve safety for cyclists, too.
We begin with the roads and the streets, Vision Zero, all the things that we want to happen positively in the cities.
Chris says San Francisco's on the right path, but more needs to be done to separate cyclists from cars on our streets.
As long as there's physically protected bike lanes, particularly on high injury corridors, you're going to see dramatic improvements in safety.
Now, the Bicycle Coalition did have a big win as far as infrastructure improvements that was announced last month, and that's a 1-mile stretch of physically protected bike lanes that will go along Market Street. Now, what that means specifically in this case is that instead of being next to traffic, the bike lanes will be hugged against a curb protected by a line of parked cars. Live in San Francisco, Susie Steimle, KPIX 5.